Currently, the eyes of the global financial markets and mainstream media are entirely fixated on the Taiwan Strait and the advanced semiconductor supply chain. But the true structural paradigm shift, the one that is fundamentally rewiring the geopolitics and macroeconomics of the world, is beginning somewhere else. It is happening right in the center of the South China Sea, the vital artery of global trade connecting Asia, Europe, and the Middle East, where trillions of dollars in cargo pass through every single year. We are talking about the Philippines. Welcome back to the Kairos, where we decode the flow of global macroeconomics and track the smart money. For a long time, the Philippines was viewed primarily as a geopolitical fault line, a passive stage for great power competition, entangled in complex maritime territorial claims. Facing continuous low-intensity friction and so-called gray zone tactics from neighboring nations, Manila often found itself caught in a deep diplomatic dilemma between economic interests and national security. But with the inauguration of the Marcos Jr. administration, the strategic posture of the Philippines has completely transformed. They are no longer passively navigating geopolitical risks. Instead, they are precisely leveraging their immense geopolitical value to radically rebuild their national infrastructure. Today, we investigate how the Philippines is successfully managing maritime disputes, attracting astronomical capital and advanced industrial investments from the United States, Japan, and South Korea, and emerging as the new economic security hub of the Indo-Pacific. The first rule of investing in capital markets is predictability. Global smart money only flows into markets where uncertainty is controlled and legal norms are upheld. To manage the complex maritime friction occurring within its exclusive economic zone, or EEZ, the Philippines has adopted a highly sophisticated diplomatic strategy known as assertive transparency. This strategy does not escalate physical conflict or unnecessarily provoke neighboring countries. Instead, it involves recording every maritime friction and standoff with high-resolution cameras and broadcasting it transparently to the international community in real time. It is a brilliant information strategy that proves, through undeniable visual data, Manila's commitment to defending its legitimate rights and upholding a rules-based maritime order. By doing so, the Philippines has fundamentally prevented accidental military clashes and proven its diplomatic maturity to the world. This reliability immediately led to monumental security decisions and the strengthening of alliances. The Philippines rapidly revitalized the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, or EDCA, with the United States, granting the US military access to 4 additional strategic bases. This was the decisive move that completed the maritime defense line connecting the Taiwan Strait and the South China Sea, widely known as the First Island Chain. In response, the United States demonstrated its ironclad security commitment by deploying the advanced ground-launched Typhoon missile system to the Philippines. As the Philippines steps up as the crucial shield guaranteeing open sea lines of communication for the free world, global capital markets have started recognizing the country not as a conflict zone, but as a highly secured investment destination. In the history of macroeconomics, security contributions are never free. In return for its massive contribution to the Indo-Pacific security network, the Philippines has triggered an astronomical migration of global capital. The United States and its Western allies have officially designated the Philippines as the premier Asian hub for friendshoring, the strategic diversification of global supply chains. The ultimate financial and infrastructural mechanism of this shift is the US-led Luzon Economic Corridor mega project. This initiative is designed to intricately connect the economic heartlands of the Philippines, Manila, Clark, and Subic Bay, with high-speed rail, modernized port facilities, and clean energy infrastructure. This is a massive structural transformation that will redraw the industrial map of the nation. To mitigate risks in the semiconductor supply chain, the US is heavily transplanting its advanced semiconductor back-end operations, specifically assembly and testing facilities, directly into the Luzon Corridor. Combined with investments in green energy infrastructure and critical mineral networks, massive public and private capital is pouring into the Philippines. We are witnessing the perfect virtuous cycle, where a security partnership directly translates into tangible economic prosperity, mass employment, and high-tech industrial parks. This massive economic security project is gaining unstoppable momentum because two of Asia's most powerful economic and industrial giants, Japan and South Korea, are serving as the central pillars of this multilateral partnership. Japan's contribution is a powerful combination of financial capital and mega infrastructure. As the long-standing top donor of Official Development Assistance, or ODA, to the Philippines, Japan is fully funding multi-billion-dollar civil engineering projects, including the construction of the Metro Manila subway and major airport expansions. Simultaneously, through its new Official Security Assistance Framework, Japan is supplying the Philippine Coast Guard with state-of-the-art maritime surveillance radars and large patrol vessels. It is a masterful hybrid investment model that elevates both economic fundamentals and maritime monitoring capabilities. And at the very pinnacle of this multilateral partnership, acting as the most practical supplier of technology, is the Republic of Korea. As the Philippines pushes forward with its Horizon 3 military modernization program to defend its own territorial waters, South Korea has positioned itself as the most trusted linchpin connecting defense and manufacturing industries. A prime example of this success is the introduction of the South Korean FA-50 light combat aircraft, which has now become the core asset of the Philippine Air Force. The FA-50 has perfectly proven its unmatched reliability and operational capability in actual territorial defense missions, firmly securing the Philippine airspace. In the maritime domain, South Korea's technological prowess shines even brighter. The flagship vessels of the Philippine Navy's modernization, the advanced BRP Jose Rizal-class guided missile frigates and new corvettes, have all been successfully built and delivered by world-class South Korean shipyards. South Korea's globally recognized naval shipbuilding capabilities and strict adherence to delivery schedules perfectly met the strategic needs of the Philippines, which urgently required a rapid reconstruction of its maritime security. But the partnership with South Korea goes far beyond simple arms procurement. South Korean defense contractors and shipbuilders are establishing local maintenance, repair, and overhaul, or MRO, bases in the Philippines, accompanied by vital technology transfers. This is high-level industrial cooperation that helps the Philippines evolve from a mere consumer to a nation capable of cultivating its own domestic defense ecosystem and shipbuilding infrastructure. Under the macroeconomic blueprint laid out by the United States, Japan's financial infrastructure and South Korea's advanced defense manufacturing are organically combining to operate a flawless multilateral economic security network. In conclusion, the Philippines of today is not a fragile nation swaying in the waves of great power competition. The Marcos administration perfectly understands the value of its geopolitical choke point and is executing a highly sophisticated strategy to use it as multilateral diplomatic leverage. By managing maritime risks through assertive transparency, the Philippines provides the predictability that capital demands. It is acting like a black hole, absorbing the astronomical capital and high-tech manufacturing capabilities of the US, Japan, and South Korea to completely rebuild its national infrastructure. This is a clear macroeconomic masterclass on how a developing nation can transform an unavoidable geopolitical crisis into an opportunity for a massive economic leap and industrial diversification. The smart money has already begun betting on the immense potential and robust economic security structure of the Philippines. If you want to stay ahead of these massive global macro trends and build a resilient portfolio, make sure to subscribe to the Kairos. Until next time, invest smart and stay prepared. Thank you.